I'm Mickerrific, and I voice act everything. Have you ever wondered what Mario Kart would sound like if one person tried to do it all? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. Now, if you're like me, you may be thinking that this will be as easy as a stroll around Baby Park, right? Wrong. It turns out that Mario Kart's sound design is actually way more chaotic than I ever could have imagined. I'm talking Bowser laughs, Daisy screams, and whatever this sound is. I'm taking my throat to places the average voice actor wouldn't dream of going.
What?
And I'm gonna tackle the question we've all had at least once. Can one idiot with a microphone replicate what an entire sound design team accomplished 20 years ago? Probably not. I began by creating a list of every single sound effect that the game has. But as soon as I started researching, I discovered a minor problem. The internet only has like 20 documented sound effects. So I did what any sane individual would do and extracted the entirety of the game disc using I recorded the individual audio files using Nintendo system features, such as the capture button on the Nintendo Switch, and then I counted every single sound effect. So, here you go, internet. By the way, you're gonna want to remember this number later. It's important. Double Dash has 6 main folders for all of its sounds. Sound Effects, which has the sounds for carts, objects, and statuses. BGM Samples, which contains the instrument samples that are used in sequence music. And finally, these 4 folders, which together hold all the character sound effects. So with a starting line to race from, I was ready to go. I began with the 2 sounds that play during the intro sequence. Which means only 2 minutes into recording and I'm already 1/6 done. Not bad. The next folder went about as well as driving on Rainbow Road in mirror mode. No! Let me explain. There I was, in my element, recording multiple takes of every character, when suddenly,
Wario time.
Oh no, did I lose it? Did I just lose it? Apparently, most voice actors stop recording before they close out of their software. I may have lost all my progress in the second folder, and while it felt like a big deal at the time, you'll see later on that 37 minutes is nothing in the grand scheme of this project. But anyways, on to the next folder. Every character celebrates in their own unique way.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Yay for Mario.
Yay for Mario.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. The last character folder had over 300 sound effects, which at this point tested my stamina, but it meant I really got to appreciate the attention and care that was put into the original sound effects.
Too far.
Too far.
Wario time.
Waluigi time.
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 And with that, the character sounds are finished. But these last 2 folders are the ones I'm really worried about. If I could only describe the sound effects folder with one word, it would be... special? Picture this. It was a sprinkling of random vehicle sounds, the occasional Looney Tunes noise, and plenty of relaxing ambiance. This folder also contains some interesting Pianta sounds. But to be honest, looking back at these, you could have played any of these sounds out of context, and I probably couldn't have guessed where they came from. For all we know, that could be from Tropic Thunder. I was going to have a long section in the video where I explained what a MIDI file is and how it works in the game, but I got distracted while editing, so I'm not going to do that anymore. Instead, just know that I recorded 180 instrument sounds, and by using them, I can make stuff like this. After my instruments of dubious quality were completed, I now had all of the sound effects recorded. And in total, it took me this long. But the hardest steps were still yet to come. Editing took devastatingly, soul-crushingly long. Partially because I just had so much audio to sift through, but mostly because each audio file has a specific sample rate. And since Windows Audio is awesome, my two options were to either drag every individual audio file into Studio One and check the sample rate myself, or fabricate this monstrosity of a code that iterates through a specific folder on my desktop and creates a text file that contains all of the audio data that I need for every file. I chose the latter, but as I was editing, I came to really appreciate the process. And I started to realize how good these files were sounding with the correct waveform applied. This is the file from the game, and this is my file. Game, me. Luigi time,
Oh yeah.
Mickey time.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, not all of these sound effects were fun to edit. I showed you the main ones that came to mind, but most of what I was doing felt more mind-numbing than a 1cc race. Finally, after what seemed to be an eternity, it was finished. And with an average of 1.07 sound effects per minute, I was free. I spent the entirety of the next morning creating a mod. I can't show you how, but there are definitely ways, and this is what it sounded like. I was so happy with the main menu music, and the characters sounded a lot better than I thought they would.
Luigi.
Daisy. Oh, yeah. Baby Luigi. Oh,
The main menu music worked, the character selection worked. Could it be I actually got this on my first try? I grabbed my controller and loaded up a race. I'm still not sure what happened here, but regardless, I was stuck. So I went to the place on the internet where I always go when I'm stuck. Reddit didn't know what to do, so I went to GitHub and Discord. And I've got to say, if all modding communities are as awesome as this one was, I definitely need to get into modding more. This hero with the crow profile picture spent their entire evening helping me with my dumb questions. So with that sage wisdom in mind, I did a few more hours of implementing. And finally, now everything but the MIDI files were working. Is this it? All of my time and energy just to end up with a mod that sounds like this? And then it hit me. This whole time, the answer was right in front of me. Remember when I said 843 is important? Here's why. In 843 AD, the sons of Emperor Louis the Pious divided the Frankish Empire into 3 kingdoms. This would eventually become Europe. The point is, they didn't create something new. They split what they already had: the Eiffel Tower, pizza, and the Black Plague. 843 is the key to all of this. I just need to divide my empire of sounds. So I split my sounds into 3 different mods. 1 with the working music, 2 with the working character sound effects, and the 3rd with all of the sound effects combined, screeching out in all of its terrifying glory. Here's a showcase of Double Dash, Mickerrific edition.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
More.
Come on, let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah.